Hello, hello, parents. Good evening. My name is Mr. Olivares. I'm the Spanish teacher here at Lakeside, but I also work at Tomas Rivera. And unfortunately, I won't be able to be here in person today because we have a conflict of times, and I can't make it here and Tomas Rivera at the same time. So this year, I am staying at Tomas Rivera for the duration of the parent teacher back to school night. Okay. So I've been teaching here at Lakeside for 8 years, and this is my ninth year. We had a very high successful rate of students passing the class with C or better. A lot of students earning B's and A's. This is a high school level class. That means the students who take this class and pass it first and second semester, they will be earning high school credit. So, in order to graduate from high school, students will be learning more throughout this year about high school requirements. But in order to graduate from high school, they are required to take 2 years of foreign language. And by passing this year, Spanish 1, this fulfills one full year of foreign language. We don't have many different levels of Spanish here at the middle school like at the high schools. So during this time, we have students in my class, Spanish 1, who are also Spanish speakers. That could be one of your son or daughters. Um, but I have found a way to make it work for everybody. And this is an introductory course to Spanish. And of course, at the end of the year, like every year, the teachers from Orange Vista or Rancho Verde, they will come over here and they will test the students the Spanish to see how advanced is their Spanish. So when they go to high school, after this, after they take the test, they may be placed on a more advanced Spanish year, like possibly Spanish 3, Spanish 4, or even AP Spanish. So my goal for today is to inform you about the class, and we're gonna go get started. And I do apologize for the small camera. You can really see my face right here, and I wasn't able to make it large. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you an overview of what the class looks like. We communicate with the students primarily using Google Classroom, and I'm gonna share the Google Classroom right here, which is probably what you're seeing right now. Right here on the Google Classroom, we have a stream page where we have daily the agenda. The daily agenda is a document that they open by the day when the day starts. It is already posted on the screen. The students come in, they see what we have on the agenda for the day. We also have a bell work, which is called calentamiento. This bell work is collected daily. Students come in, they have a simple task to complete within the first 5 minutes. They collect it for 2 weeks, and then I collect them at the end of the 2 weeks. I grade them. Sometimes the students grade themselves, and they go into the grade book. Um, Within the daily agenda, students can find on the bottom I can statements. The I can statements guide our teaching, our learning, okay? And students can see what they're supposed to be learning, which is also posted in the classroom. We reminded, I remind them all the time what we're learning, what they're supposed to be learning, and how to demonstrate what they have learned at the end of the lesson. So you can see the first objectives here, which are to learn the vowels in Spanish. They're also learning the alphabet, and they're going to be starting to read basic words in Spanish. Eventually, it's going to progress into learning a little bit more about grammar, engaging in communication, doing projects, reading, answering questions. That's something that we can see on the syllabus, which is going to be the next thing that I'm going to move over to. The syllabus is posted in the Google Classroom as well. I didn't go into the section on Google Classroom to explain a little bit more, but I will right now. On the section of classwork on the top right here, we have different topics. We have the daily agenda. We have classworks. There are number classwork that we do during the class, classwork number 1, classwork number 2. We also have the I can statements to guide our teaching. We have apuntes, which is a section for taking notes. We have a section for late work. And let me just pull that up right now. I do accept late work until the end of each grading period. Students are supposed to come in right here. They put in their name, the name of the assignment, and I come during whenever I can, and I check late submissions, right? But they do have to log them over here. What else do we have right here? We also have the syllabus that you can always find. Students have a physical copy, but you can access the more expanded version right here directly on Google Classroom. I'm gonna go through the syllabus right here and explain something very basic what I just said, which is this is a high school level class. The grading scale, which is passing at 50%, which is C 50 to 70, B 71 to 89, and A from 90 to 100. Also talks about late work, which I just explained right now. Materials needed for the class will be a binder, paper, highlighters, pencil, something like that. Page two, you can see what your students are expected to learn throughout this year, learning to read in Spanish, introductions, uh, basic vocabulary, family items, food, colors, people, nationality. We're gonna also be reading a lot of stories. Let's see right here. Students are expected to engage in conversation, to learn to communicate in Spanish at the basic level, learn a little bit of basic grammar, describe themselves and others, talk about their lives, learn high frequency words used in Spanish, uh, talk to topics related to school, neighborhood, name some places in Spanish, and they should be able to answer questions directly asked to them, and also they should be learning to ask questions. There's other things right here in the syllabus. The grades broken down and the standards that we use. You can always you're welcome to come and read and see. And if you have any questions, you can reach me by my email, which is posted right here. Letter D followed by my last name Olivares at Valverde, and that's the best way to communicate with me by reaching me by email. And we can set up a phone call or a video conference if you prefer. But usually, I'll stay in contact with parents by email. I have right here some other document, which is rules and expectations, which I'm gonna be sending home for all students to sign. It tells you the process, the classroom rules. With, I'm summarizing for the sake of time right here, which talks about respect, being respectful, respecting property, respecting personal space, and no eating or chewing gum during class. They're allowed to drink water. Other expectations, to follow school-wide expectations and to arrive on time. Um, you can read some of the expectations here as well. Consequences, because I wanted to talk about the consequences. The first time I have to call somebody's attention, I will give him probably like a warning, but it's like an unofficial warning. The more official warning will be number two, which is I will have the students write their name on their board. But at that point, I will have to document that this is my second warning to them. If they continue, they will move on to the next one, which is change of seat for the day. That also gets documented on Aries. And if they continue being misbehaving or not following the rules or expectation, I will have them um, complete a behavior reflection or possibly be sent to the office. Quickly, because we have 1 minute, I wanted to show you about the book. We have an online book as well as a physical copy. Students can magnify, they have all the activities, all the classwork is followed right here. It's very interactive. Ask a student to show you if you are more interested in that. We also complete Duolingo lessons, and that's a way that you can support them by making sure, reminding them that they're doing their Duolingo lessons every day. I wanted to show you something very quickly about if you see any missing assignments on Aries, if you're checking on Aries and you see anything in orange, that means the student either didn't complete the assignment or turned it in late. So you can remind them to complete assignments on time. So that's the short version. The shorter version is a 10-minute presentation overviewing some of the main things that your student, your son or daughter, is expected to see throughout the course of Spanish 1 in a year. Don't hesitate to get in touch with me by reaching by email, and if we need to get in touch by phone or phone conference or in person, um, I'll be more than willing to do that whenever you need to. And I'll hope to see you in back to school night. Actually, parent teacher conferences, which will be held in person. Hopefully, my schedule doesn't run, it's not conflictive between Tomas Rivera and Lakeside, and I will be present at both sites. Okay, that's all for me right now. This is Mr. Olivares again. It's a pleasure to meet you, and we'll see you until the next time.